like
is
hamstrings too,
inwards
right?
and lean forward. And that hits the calf a lot, the calf and the inside.
Okay.
But I'm okay, do whatever you
Okay.
need.
Did you start
A
it,
lot
Chris?
of people pull the knee to the chest,
I don't
across
have
the
mine.
chest. That sort of stuff.
Oh, pull the knee across the chest.
Pull the chest and leg up, your other leg straight, or then back. All the stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Let's start. We'll come onto our backs. Take your feet as wide as your mat is wide and try to relax the toes, let them fall out to the sides. Gently lift the upper back away from the earth. Tuck your shoulder blades underneath you so your palms face the ceiling, or the sky, I should say. Tuck the chin, create length there at the back of the neck, and just start to settle. Start to deepen your breath. Allowing the breath to pass in and out through the nose in a very slow, steady stream. So you're all familiar with that three-part breath. Begin to implement it so that you're filling from the bottom of the lungs all the way up to the very top. And then emptying from the top, slowly work your way down to the bottom. Belly pulls in, all the stale air is out. And then the breath comes in again. Filling, slowly expanding the lungs in every direction. So not only do they expand from bottom to top, but see if you can feel the expansion going out to the sides and even from front to back. The mind begins to quiet. The body begins to grow heavy. Letting go of tension, mental or physical. And as you listen to the sound of the breath, listen to the sound of the water as it crashes in to the shore. Let your toes and your fingers wiggle slowly. Move your hands, your feet, your wrists, and your ankles, and let your head begin to turn from side to side. Good, let your head roll to center, let your legs come together, point your toes, reach your arms over your head, and take a long, deep breath in, stretch everything out. And as you exhale, release the arms down. On an inhale, draw your right knee into your chest. Reach for the knee with your hands, squeeze that knee in, and now start to flex both of the feet. Try to line up your right knee with the center of the right side of your chest. So do that midway point between the shoulder and the spine. On your next inhale, move your right knee out towards the right armpit shoulder and then squeeze the knee in again. And notice if it feels different. Relaxing the grip with the hands a little bit as you inhale, bring your right knee now into center as though you could pull it towards the left side of the chest a bit and squeeze the knee in. Both hands pulling in. So you're not rolling to the left at all. Keep your hips both settled, but just let the leg come over to the left a bit. Good. On your inhale, bring your knee back to that center position. And again, squeeze the knee in. And now inhale, forehead to knee. Flare your elbows out to the sides. Flex your feet. Push your knee into your hands and lift your left leg an inch away from the earth. Send those heels away. Pull the toes back. Good. Take another inhale. Try to pull yourself up. Squeeze the knee in a little tighter as you exhale. Lower your back, lower your head, lower your heel of your left foot down, and take your grip to the back of your right thigh now. Slowly straighten your right leg. So try to hold well below the knee right now so you're not forcing the knee to bend at all. And keeping that leg as straight as you can, pull the leg towards you. Try to keep the head relaxed and down on the ground. Point your left toes to the sky and flex the foot. Pull that right leg in. Good. Keeping that leg held in position. On an inhale, point your right toes. On the exhale, flex the foot and spread the toes. Inhale to point. Exhale, flex the foot, spread the toes. One more time, inhale, point. Exhale, flex. Keep the foot flexed, and now inhale, lift the head, the back. Walk your hands up the back of your leg. Look up towards your ankle. So looking up, keep the neck long, pull the shoulders down away from the ears. Now don't lift your left leg this time though. Really press your left leg down as you pull that right leg in. Relax the shoulders, look at your right ankle. Good, take another inhale. Can you come up a little higher, squeeze the leg in. Now lower yourself down, arms as well, but keep your right leg up in the air. Press your palms to the ground right alongside you and point your right toes. Can you make that right leg even longer? Send your toes to the sky. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, flex the foot. Spread the toes. Take a full inhale, and as you exhale, lower your right leg halfway down and pause. Send your heel to Detroit as you inhale, and then lower halfway down again. Pause. Inhale, press out through the heel. Bring your heel 1 inch off the ground. Take another inhale and lower your right leg down next to your left. Noticing that that right leg feels longer than the left. Give that right leg the gentlest shake, side to side. Beautiful. Walk your feet towards you, draw your knees into your chest, squeeze the knees in gently as you rock side to side. Feel that massage across the back of your skull as you roll from one ear to the other. And then roll to center. Good. Sit your feet on the ground. Bring your arms like railings right alongside you. Plant your feet at a hip distance. Bring your arms as close to your sides as you can get them. So squeeze the arms in. Draw your heels as close to the buttocks as you can. So to Lily, bring your arms right to your sides. Good. Flatten that low back down to the ground. Press the back of the neck down to the ground. And now inhale, lift your hips up in the air. Try not to let your hands pull away from the ground. So keep pressing those palms down. Keep lifting those hips up. Squeeze the knees in so they stay over the ankle. Good. So to Lily, bring your feet back into a hip distance stance. Walk them towards each other. Good. Take another inhale. Come up high on the toes. Bring your arms to a T and lower your upper back first, then your mid back. Then your low back settles down to the ground. Good. Draw your left knee into your chest and send your right leg straight out. Reach for the left knee with both your hands. Pull it in. Flex both of your feet, spread your toes. Try to line up your left knee with the center of the left side of your chest, so that midway point between spine and shoulder. And breathe. On your next inhale, take your left knee out towards your left shoulder, and as you exhale, pull the leg in and breathe. Keeping both hips on the ground, loosen the grip with those hands a bit so you can bring your left knee over to the right now a bit and squeeze that knee in gently. Good. Return back to that center position, squeezing that left leg in one more time. And now inhale, lift the head, flare the elbows out to the sides, push your knee into your hands, and now float your right leg just off the ground. And breathe. Push out through both your heels, pull your chest towards your thigh. Shoulders stay relaxed. Take one more inhale, pull yourself up a little higher, squeeze the knee in. Exhale, lower the right leg, lower your back, lower your head down. Bring your hands to the back of your left thigh now, and slowly extend that left leg as straight as you can. So try not to hold behind your knee. We want to keep that leg as straight as possible, and then pull that leg gently towards you. Shoulders stay relaxed and down. Flex your right foot. Keep that right leg active on the earth. On your inhale, point your left toes. As you exhale, flex the foot and spread the toes. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex. Keep it flexed. Pull that left leg a little closer if you can. Keep pressing your right leg down towards the ground. On your next inhale, lifting your head and your back away from the ground, walk your hands up the back of your left leg and look up towards your left ankle. Elbows are bent. Activate the biceps. Pull the shoulders down away from the ears. No tension in the neck here. Keep pressing that right leg down like you were pulling yourself into a full splits. Good. Take another inhale. Try to pull yourself up a little higher as you exhale. Lower your back, your head, and release your arms, but keep your left leg up in the air. Point your left toes and keep the foot pointed. Try to send your toes right up to the sky. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, flex the foot and spread your toes. Hold that leg up. Push those palms down. Press the back of that left knee open and take another deep breath in. Exhale, lower your left leg halfway down and pause. Take another inhale, make the leg even longer, and then take your leg down halfway from that point and pause. One more deep breath in, lower to 1 inch off the ground as you exhale. Deep breath comes in and lower the heel. Let your leg relax for just a moment, and then give that left leg a gentle shake. Walk the feet towards you, draw your knees into your chest, hug them in with your hands, and rock from side to side. Massage your back and the back of your head. Good. Roll back to center, preparing for another round of bridge. Set your feet down on the ground, heels close to the body. You want about 2 of your own fist distance only in between the heels. So Lily, feet are a little closer together. So 2 of your fists would fit in between your heels. Flatten that low back to the ground, arms hugging the sides. Inhale, lift your hips up into bridge. This time, can you walk your hands a little closer to one another? Press the palms down, press the length of both arms down, and lift your hips as high as you can, sending your knees forward over your ankles. Push your chest, if you can, closer to your chin. Beautiful. Squeeze those knees in just a little bit. Inhale, high on the toes, send your arms to a T. Exhale, lower your upper back, mid back, low back coming down. Keeping those arms out, palms pressing, draw your knees towards your chest. Good, flex your feet. Press your palms down. Inhale deeply, exhale, knees to the right, turn your head to the left. Inhale, come up. Exhale, legs to the left, turn your head to the right. Inhale to center. And now do a few rounds moving with your breath length. Try to go as slowly as your breath will allow you to go. Press the shoulders down, so don't let your shoulders pull away from the ground. Press those arms down, those hands down. The next time your legs make their way over to the right, you can relax into the twist for a few breaths, just letting your feet touch down, head to the left, knees to the right. So when your knees get to the right, relax. Palms can face the sky or the earth, your choice. Try to bring your chin all the way over towards that left shoulder and let your ear turn down towards the ground as well. Relax through the low back as much as you can. Relaxing all along the length of your spine. Keep melting the left shoulder and the left side of your chest back down towards the ground, and take one more inhale. Exhale, turn your palms back down. Flex your feet, inhale to center, and as you exhale, just change sides. Legs to the left, head to the right, and relax your feet. Keep that right shoulder heavy. Relax through the low back. Palms up or down, your choice as you breathe. Breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the nose. Soften the forehead. Relax. Good. Take another deep breath in, and with your exhale, press your palms down. With an inhale, come back to center. Reach for the knees with your hands, rock side to side just a couple times. And then come back to center. Take a grip on the back of your thighs. Pop your hips up off the mat and roll up and down the length of your spine. Good. Roll up to seated and make your way into table pose. Good. Stack your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. Lift the low belly up towards the spine as you look straight down. So we want to spread our fingers out as wide as possible. So your thumbs are reaching in and your pinky fingers are reaching out. And try to keep your wrist crease parallel with the top edge of the mat. Nice and straight. So try not to turn the hands in. Keep that wrist straight. So that left hand to Lily, turn it out just a little bit. Good. You can work on your fingerprints as well. That might help to strengthen that area as well. On an inhale, lift your chin and your tailbone up. Exhale, draw the tailbone down, tuck the chin and round the back. Inhaling into cow again. Push the chest through the arms. Exhale into cat. And keep going a few rounds. Move with your breath. So we've stretched the legs, we've opened up along the spine, continuing with further opening of the body. One more inhale and one more exhale. Good. Neutralize the spine, slide your knees back a couple inches, curl your toes under, press back to downward dog. Turn your big toes in just slightly and start to walk those heels up and down. Good. So Tilili, really spread your fingers and imagine you are gripping with the pads of those fingers. Good. Keep those hands really active. It'll help to take weight out of the wrist. Let your fingers do more of the work. Good. Bring your feet in just a little closer to your hands. Good. Now press both heels down at the same time. Try to make sure that the outer edges of your feet are parallel with the outer edges of your yoga mat. Beautiful. Inhale high on the toes. Bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or hop your feet to your hands. Flatten the back as you look out to the water. Exhale, fold over those legs. Inhale, circle the arms up to the sky. Look up past your thumbs. Palms come together. Bring your hands to your heart. Do you want to slide back a little, Bill, or are you okay there? Inhale, circle the arms up. Look up. Turn your palms out. Lead with the chest and fold all the way down. Look out in front of you as you inhale. Plant your hands. Step back to plank as you exhale. Shoulders over wrists. So shoulders forward. So bring your shoulders forward to Lily. Straighten out your body. And if you need to take a bit of the weight out of the hands, just set your knees down if you need to. So rather than doing that with your hand, let your knees come down. So push the earth away. Now look forward on the inhale. Lower with control as you exhale. Send the chin forward. Lift through the back of the head. Cobra, Bhujangasana, breathe. One more inhale, come a little higher, tuck your toes, press it back to downward dog. Beautiful. Inhale, high on the toes, soft knees, look forward. Exhale, feet to hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms circle up to the sky, look up. Palms together, exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hinge from the hips and fold. Look to the water as you inhale, elongate, plant your hands, step back to plank as you exhale. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, lower slow, elbows in. Curl into your cobra, squeeze the elbows in. Tops of the feet are heavy. Inhale a little higher, tuck the toes, exhale, downward facing dog, breathe. Press the armpits towards the ankles. Nice and gentle. Lower the heels towards the ground. Good, let's inhale, lift the right leg up, and exhale, step the right foot forward. See if you can bring your left foot in a little closer and plant it so your toes turn in halfway. So you need to step the left foot in a little bit so that the toes can turn in. So you're gonna step forward a little bit to Lily. Step your left foot forward, turn your toes in a little. Now bend your right knee deeply. Inhale, let your arms come up. So bring your left foot over A little bit. Turn your toes towards me. Yeah. Plant that left heel down. Bend your right knee over your right ankle. And now lift the chin and look up. Stretch those fingers for the sky, but pull the shoulders down. Try to press your left leg as straight as you can get it. Press the back of that knee open. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, hands come through the heart. Turn to your left. Walk your left foot back. Now line up your right heel with your left arch. Keeping right knee over right ankle, arms come out wide. Look down that right arm. Look off into the distance. Find one single point of focus. Let everything else become blurry. Now bend that right knee nice and deep so it's right over top of your ankle, and move your knee towards the baby toe edge of the foot a little bit. So to Lily, bring your left heel towards me.
That's the heel?
Yeah. So your toes are going to point straight this way. Yeah, that's good. Keep that left arm up at shoulder height. Kenny, pull back a little with your left fingers. Shift your whole torso back a little bit. Yeah, that's good. Keep that left hip and right hip facing the bridge. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, hands to heart. Left foot walks in. Keep walking it in until you can come onto the ball of your left foot. So we've done warrior 2, we've done warrior 1, then 2, now we're moving into 3, hands to the hips. Find something to see, lift off that left foot. Push out through the heel. So keep that left leg extended back and hinge from your hips. And as your left leg comes up behind you, your shoulders are going to come down. Transfer your gaze down a little bit. Take your arms back like jet airplane wings. Palms down to the ground. Left hip down towards the ground a little bit. Breathe. Squeeze between the shoulder blades. Beautiful. Take another inhale. Exhale, bend your right knee, reach for the ground. Step your left foot back. Step your right foot back. Press back to downward dog. Good. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, step your left foot forward. So now we're going to do the same series. So now we step the right foot in a bit, plant it flat. Turn towards the river. So your back foot steps in a little bit. Step your right foot forward, turn your toes in. Bend deeply into your left knee and inhale, take it up into warrior 1. So in this warrior 1, we don't want to go too wide apart with the feet. We want our feet at a natural hip distance stance. So the left hip is going to come back and the right hip is going to come forward. So take your left foot this way a little bit. And now pull the left hip back, shift the right hip forward. Don't lift the heel though, keep it down. So that might mean stepping the back foot closer so you can really square your hips. Now as you lift through the fingers, lift through the chin, lengthen your neck, lengthen your entire spine. Press your right leg straight. Press the back of that right knee open. Can you close your eyes for more of a challenge? Do you need them? What happens when you close the eyes? Does the body start to wobble a little bit? See if you can find your balance. Good. Take another deep breath in. Open the eyes. Exhale, hands to the heart. Walk your right foot back. Point your right toes straight out to the east side of Windsor and line up your left heel and your right arch. So when we line it all up, try to point your right toes straight. Left knee, try to get it over the ankle. And now, Kenny, try to turn your hips open a little bit. There you go. Arms to a T, palms down. To Lily, get your knee right over your ankle. And now look down that left arm and reach back a little through those right fingers. Beautiful. Keep sitting the hips down. So to Lily, let your heel come back again just a little bit. Good. Now, can you move your left knee a little bit to the left? So Christopher, bring your left heel out to the left. A little more. Not the whole foot, it was just the heel. That's good. Now press into the big toe more. Good. Lift the arches of both your feet a little bit. Sit your hips a little deeper. Take another inhale. Hands to the heart, exhale. Walk your right foot in closer to your left foot. Now you get all my undivided attention today. So come on to your right toes. Hands to the hips. Preparing for your warrior three. Lift off your right foot. Flex it and hinge. You can send your arms back and reach those fingers back behind you as you look down. Try to see something that's not going to move on you. Squeeze between those shoulder blades. Good work. Keep breathing. Take another full inhale. As you exhale, bend your left knee, reach your hands down, step your right foot back and then your left foot back, and press back to downward facing dog. Hips high. Heels press down. Press those thumbs and pointer fingers firmly. Good. Inhale, high on the toes, soft knees, look forward. Exhale, bring your feet forward. Flat back, look out to the water, and exhale, fold over those legs. Inhale, circle the arms up, lift the chin, look up. Exhale, palms together, hands to the heart. So find a space to stand on your mat where it feels relatively smooth under that right foot and bring your hands to your hips. Come on to your left toes. So we start to tuck the tail, shortening the distance between pubic bone and navel. Bend your right knee and cross your left ankle over your right knee. Flex your left foot. Look at something that's not going to move. Bring your hands to your heart. Bend your right knee a little more deeply if you can. Try to keep your hips level with one another. Can you bend your right knee a little more? Sit your hips down a little more. Can you hinge from your hips and let your chest come forward without rounding your back? Hands stay at the heart, looking down. Keep flexing your left foot, keep spreading your toes. Inhale, slowly lift the shoulders up, keep the right knee bent, pause. Inhale, start to straighten the right leg and send that left leg out. Point, flex, point, flex, point. Lift the leg a little higher, flex. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower the leg. Relax the arms, give the right leg a gentle shake. Good work. So everything we do to the right side, we need to do to the left side. So get that nice flat space underneath that left foot. Hands on the hips, come onto the right toes. Tuck the tail, pull the belly in, bend the left knee, and cross right ankle over left knee. So flex that right foot, keep the activity there, tailbone tucked, palms together, hands at the heart. Can you bend your left knee deeper? Without lifting your left heel, so keep that left foot rooted flat. Can you start to lower your chest without rounding your back, hinging from your hips? Keep your hands at your heart. Keep flexing your right foot, spreading your toes. Maybe you can bend your left knee deeper. Inhale, slowly coming up with the chest. Pause. Inhale, straighten the left leg, send that right leg out. Point, flex, point, flex. Now this time point your toes, lift the leg a little higher, flex the foot. Inhale, and lower the right leg down. Exhale, arms relax. Shake out the left leg. Good, let's take a squat. So I know my heels leave the ground, so I always roll my mat up. Some of you don't need it. Chris can let his heels stay down. For some of us, the feet might come close together, the feet might be really wide. Make sure you can have equal weight in the heels as the toes. So however much that is if you're rolling the mat. So lift the chest, elongate the spine. Use your arms now to press your legs open wide. Now, bring the heels of the hands towards the heart as you press the palms together, and then turn your fingers up. Lift the chest up, lift the crown of the head up, but sink your hips down. Engage the muscles of the pelvic floor. And as you engage them, imagine you could lift them up towards the base of your spine. Give a little squeeze between the shoulder blades. Keep the neck long. Good. Turn your palms open. Take your palms to the earth. Try to keep your legs there on the backs of the arms. So to Lily, because you've got issues with your wrists, you're not going to take a lot of weight in the hands, but you're going to grip with those fingers and lean a little bit. Some of you might be walking your knees higher up the arms, balancing on those palms, maybe lifting one set of toes at a time off the ground, maybe lifting all of the toes off the ground, maybe coming up and lowering down. Maybe staying, flying in your crow, find your edge. So you want to try to look forward in front of you about maybe 18 inches past where your fingers are. One more inhale, and as you exhale, lower your heels, lower your buttocks. If you rolled up your mat, unroll it. So we're going to bring the soles of our feet together, but we want to make a diamond shape with our legs. So estimate the distance between pubic bone and forehead, and try to do the same distance between pubic bone and arches. Squeeze those shoulder blades towards one another on the back, lift through the crown of the head, take a deep breath in. Exhale, move the chest forward, try to hinge from your hips. So we don't round our back. We see how forward we can get the chest to go. Maybe you're holding your shins, maybe your ankles, maybe you're wrapping your hands around your feet. Pull your belly in, drag your heart as far forward as it'll go. And now relax your head all the way down. Close your eyes and breathe. Try not to pull your feet away from the ground with your hands. Inhale, lift the chin. Exhale, pause. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach for the outsides of those legs. Bring your legs up and plant your feet at a hip distance stance. So that means 2 fists between heels. Take your hands around behind you, either fingers pointing straight forward or straight back, and press into the hands and feet as you lift the hips up. Look at your belly button, or look at the sky, or look back behind you as you breathe. Take one more inhale, look forward and lower the seat. Bring your hands and arms around. Bring the soles of the feet together again and draw your heels as close to the body as you can. Holding either the shins, the ankles, or the toes. You can open your feet up like a book. Lift the heart. Squeeze between the blades. Lift through the crown of the head. Take a deep breath in and begin to move the heart forward. When your chest can't go any further, relax your head down. Breathe deeply. Breathe slowly. Inhale, lift the chin, and as you exhale, pause. Inhale, come all the way up. Good. Let's swing both feet around to one side so we can come to the knees. Bring your knees together, take your feet apart, and reach for the outside edges of those calves. Start to roll them out to the side as you lower your hips between those heels. So if your hips are up really high, you might be bringing your feet in a little bit so you can sit a little bit on the heels, since we don't have the beauty of a yoga block here. But you're finding your edge. Can you feel a stretch in your quads? Can you feel a stretch around the knees? Try to keep those thighs together. Good. Take your hands behind you and just lean into the hands a little bit. Try not to let your knees separate and don't let them lift. So thighs together. Maybe you can come from palms to forearms. Keep the knees down. Relax the head and breathe. Good. Try to press into the tops of the feet. Push into your big toes and your inner heels, or your big toes and your pinky toes as much as you can. Good. If you came down to your forearms, press into those forearms to slowly come back up to the palms. Walk your hands in. Try to keep those legs together. Lift off the heels. Bring your knees together, bring your feet together, curl your toes under and sit back on those heels. Maybe your hands stay in front of you. Maybe they come onto the thighs. Maybe they come all the way back behind you. Try to stretch out the feet now and breathe into those toes. Find your edge, that place of comfortable discomfort. Don't go past your edge. Don't be in pain while you hold the pose. If you're leaning back into your hands on an inhale, push into those hands, come up, shoulders over hips. Exhale, hands to the ground. Release back onto the tops of your feet. Try to point your toes straight back. Keep your legs together. Lean back into your hands. Can you lift your knees and stretch out the tops of the feet? How high can you lift your knees? So you don't need to lean back too far. We just want to be able to pull the knees up away from the ground. Do you need your hands? They can leave the ground maybe as you balance there on your feet. Take another inhale, and as you exhale, lower your knees down. Roll to one hip, let your legs come around. Move those ankles around. Shake out those legs. Good. Come to lie down on your back. Draw your knees in toward your chest. And as you hug your knees in, just rock very gently from side to side. So we're going to move into an inversion, and we're going to work on shoulder stand. If you have another inversion you prefer to work on, if it's always your first pick to go to that, maybe try the slightly different one, keeping things in balance. And if you're not familiar with shoulder stand, to Lily, if you want to watch, because you never want to turn your head when you're coming into the pose, you can pop the legs up off the mat, drop them over the face, and try to plant the hands on either side of the spine as the legs come up in the air. And we want to avoid turning the head, so we want to keep it nice and straight to protect the neck. You might only come up kind of part way, keeping the legs more towards the face, or maybe the legs can come all the way up. Doesn't really matter how high they go, just trying to kind of bring all the blood flow down to the head and the neck. See how it feels. Good, so plant your hands on your back. Try to point your fingers upwards to let your elbows come in as much as possible. Good, nice deep breaths here. So looking with your eyeballs, can you bring your fingers so they point up rather than in? That'll help the elbows to come in a little more. Good. See if you can cross your ankles. Squeeze your legs tightly together and send your toes up high, high, high. And then relaxing, maybe the hands walk up the back a bit, you can uncross your legs once again. So you can uncross the legs now, T. Lily. Good. Relax your toes, your feet. Try to breathe as deeply as you can here. Good. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, lower your right leg over your face. Keep your left leg straight up to the sky. Inhale, lift the right leg up, and exhale, lower the left leg down. Wait for the inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, lower your legs halfway down. Inhale, lift them up. Exhale, lower them 3/4 of the way down. Inhale, lift them up. Exhale, lower them almost touching, and inhale them up. Exhale and lower the legs down now. Good. If your toes have touched the ground behind your head, your palms can touch down as well. Try to walk those hands in a little bit. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Press the backs of your knees open. Try to get your legs as straight as possible. Couple deep breaths here. Can you walk your feet a little bit to the right? Keep breathing. Inhale the feet to center, and then walk your feet a little bit to the left. Good. Inhale your feet to center. Press your palms down and start to lower your upper back down to the ground again. Lower your mid-back area. Really press your hands down to the ground. Keep your head on the ground as your low back starts to come towards the ground. Once your low back touches the ground, your arms should be hugging your sides, palms flat. Good. So arms tight to your sides now. Bring your arms into Lily. Bring your arms right next to you, palms down to the ground. Take a deep breath in and start to lower your legs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.5, 1, half, and release. Good. Relax your legs. Give them a little shake. Walk your feet towards you. Plant your heels directly in front of your buttocks. Separate your feet to hip distance. Flatten your low back to the ground. Inhale, lift your hips towards the sky. Can you clasp your hands and slide one arm at a time even further underneath you, perhaps? If clasping the hands isn't available, just keep pressing the palms down instead. Try to push your chest towards your chin. Keep breathing. Squeeze the knees in just a little bit. Don't let them splay apart. Good. Take another deep breath in. Rise onto the toes. Send your arms to a T and lower one vertebra at a time down to the ground. Once your low back touches down, send your legs straight out in front of you. Bring your arms like railings right down beside you. And now slide one arm at a time underneath your body. So we want thumb next to thumb. And once you've brought the hands in, try to wiggle the elbows in and walk the hands down the back of the legs a little bit. Now let your feet point, but your toes spread. Inhale, lift your head, look down the front of your body as your shoulders come off the ground. Lift the shoulders, push into your elbows, push your chest up and relax your head all the way back. Let your head make very light contact now with the ground and keep pushing your chest up to the sky. Feel that opening in the throat, feel that opening in the chest here. Keep spreading your toes. Matsyasana, fish pose, breathe. Keep lifting that heart. Take another deep breath in, open the mouth, release all the air out. Inhale, lift the head just enough to clear, tuck the chin, lower the back of the head down. Release the arms from underneath the body, walk the feet towards you. Take your arms to a T. So your heels are as close to the body as you can get them. Walk your feet as wide as your mat. So let your feet come down and walk your feet wide apart. So now Tilili, walk your feet out nice and wide. Let your knees fall towards one another. Take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, let both knees come to the right as you look to the left. Relax here. So as you roll on to the outer edge of your right foot and the inner edge of your left, your feet are still at the edges of your mat. There's a couple different options in this posture. It might feel good to rest your right foot on top of your left knee, but it also might feel good, instead of that, to walk your left foot further out to the left, bringing your knee more in line with your hip instead. So maybe play around with it. Try one, then try the other. Which one felt like more of an intense stretch? And then stay in the position that felt good for you. Let your arms relax, let your eyes close. Try to listen to the sound of the water once again. When all the other sounds disappear, the sound of the water becomes audible once again. Good. Take a deep breath in. Those of you with lifted right feet, lower them. If you've walked your left foot out to the left, bring it back in, and on an inhale, come to center. On the exhale, just change sides. Keeping your feet as wide as your mat is. Roll to the outer edge of the left foot and the inner edge of the right. Good, and then again, what feels good? Picking the left foot up or walking the right foot out? Your choice, your practice, your body.
Sorry.
You're okay. Breathing deeply, breathing slowly. Close the eyes. Take your focus inwards, noticing where you're holding tension within your own body. Physical tension, mental tension, emotional tension. Be aware of it so you can let it go. Take another deep breath in, and if you brought the left foot up, let it come down. If you walked your right foot out, bring it back in and wait for the inhale to come back up. Walk the feet towards one another. Draw your knees into your chest, keeping your arms to a T, palms down. So the arms are straight out, palms are pressing down. Flex your feet, spread your toes. Take a deep breath in. Lower your legs to the right, turn your head to the left, relaxing your feet down to the ground. Palms up or down, your choice. Breathe as deeply as you can. Good. Press your palms down to the ground. Flex the feet. Inhale to center. Exhale, change sides. Let your whole body soften here. Palms up or down, your choice. Legs to the left, head is turned to the right. Try to keep your right shoulder nice and heavy. Let it relax down. Let go of tension. Let go of tightness. Let go of discomfort. Sink deeply. Good. Pressing the palms down, waiting for the inhale to come and the head and the knees come up. Wrap the arms around the legs and just rock a couple times side to side. Head is heavy on the ground. Massage your back wherever it needs it. Good. Roll to center and draw your forehead now towards your knees. Start to wrap your arms more tightly around those legs, squeezing yourself into a tight little ball. Take a deep breath in. Scrunch up your toes, scrunch up your face, squeeze your scalp, every part of your body, and release and let go. What do you need to be comfortable for Shavasana? A blanket, extra piece of clothing, something covering your eyes. Take your feet really wide as your mat is wide, and let your toes relax and fall out to the sides. Let go of the controlled breathing and let your breath become soft, more natural. Let your tongue rest heavy within your mouth. Let your eyes sink heavily into the back of the sockets. And let your brain rest heavy towards the back of your skull. And just start to notice the sounds around you. The sounds of the water. The sounds of the traffic, the sounds of the flags as they blow in the wind. Try not to be attached to any one sound in particular, but try to just be aware of all of them. Relax completely and take rest. Begin to deepen your breathing, bringing movement back, subtle to start, to fingers and toes, wrists and ankles, head turning slowly side to side. So let's bring the legs together, stretch the arms over the head, take a deep breath in, lengthen the whole body, keep your arms where they are as you relax. And now inhale, stretch out the right side, right hand, right toes, stretch, 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 and relax the right side and bring the stretch to the left side, reach, reach, reach. Now we're gonna do opposite, right arm, left leg, stretch. Left arm, right leg, stretch. One more time, everything together, both arms, both legs, reach, 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 and let the arms sweep down to the sides. Go ahead and draw your knees into your chest, hug them in, and just rock gently. Good, roll over onto your right side and pause here. Noticing how you feel and where there's been a shift. Press into your left palm, press down through your right elbow, make your way slowly up with your eyes still closed. Try to elongate the spine, lengthening through the crown as you stack ears over shoulders, over hips. Extend the arms as straight as you can and then turn your palms up so that the backs of the hands or the wrists are resting on the knees. Let the tip of the thumb and pointer finger join at the tip and let the last three fingers stay extended out. Become as still as you can. And let the physical stillness encourage mental stillness. Try to keep your facial muscles soft and relaxed and take another inhale. Bring your hands to your heart as you exhale. Preparing for the chanting of Om, take a deep breath in. Thanking yourself for this practice and then sending a silent thank you out to those who joined you. I honor the place in you where the entire universe resides, that place of love, of light, of truth, and of peace. And when you are present in that place in you, and I am present in that place in me, we are one. Namaste. Happy Saturday. Sorry about the confusion with the start time. So tomorrow, 9:30, there's a class. And I believe next week's schedule is just going to stay the same as this week. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday evening. Fridays a little earlier. Tuesdays and Thursday mornings at 7 a.m. And Saturday at 4 and Sunday at 9:30. The Om is the sound that the whole universe kind of resonates to, so everything connects to that sound and it kind of just brings us all together. You can feel it vibrationally in the body. We do it sometimes in the studio, like rolling Oms, where you just keep going and every person is kind of stopping and starting at different times, and I can feel it in my body. I think it's pretty powerful. Yeah. Thanks for coming.